Hello, I hope you're having all a very fantastic, spectacular, fantabulous night. Now, the Bills have zero chance of winning the AFC. Why do they have zero chance of winning the AFC? Why do I see the Dallas Cowboys defeating the Kansas City Chiefs in the Super Bowl? Number one, oh, it's on the NFC South. You can't beat the Eagles or the 49ers. Las Vegas is saying, yeah, keep that up. Oh, they're not playing at Arrowhead. The Chiefs cannot possibly make it to the Super Bowl. Las Vegas says, woohoo, yeah, keep it up. Keep on thinking like that, Joe Public. But the Bills have zero chance of playing the AFC because it revolves around the scripts on that side of the bracket. So what are we talking about? Joe Flacco and these Baltimore Ravens are winning these games. The league MVP up against the number one defense in the NFL. Is the Browns the number one defense in the NFL? But you have a Super Bowl winner, Joe Flacco. You have Joe Flacco, the Super Bowl winner, the legend of the Baltimore Ravens returning back to Baltimore. So because of that, we see Baltimore against the Browns in the divisional round. And the NFL wants the Dolphins and the Dolphins. So in order for that to happen in the divisional round, you need the Dolphins to win. So the Dolphins and the Chiefs are number 2 and number 3. So those two teams in the middle go up against each other. And then you have your Cleveland Browns at 5 against Baltimore Ravens, number 1. So ultimately, this is the first road playoff game for the Chiefs is going to be back where they already won the Super Bowl. So they're already familiar with that stadium. They have got now there's a lot of roster turnover, but the main guys, the main players know the turf, know the stadium, know the environment. So the Kansas City Chiefs are going to travel to Miami in the divisional round, and Buffalo losing could potentially allow them to fire their coach, especially if boneheaded coaching loses the wild card game for Buffalo. So Buffalo is going to lose. They are going to need someone who is going to, in quote, put them over the edge, because they won't get over the edge someday. People are brainwashed. They're brainwashed about Joe Burrow. They think he's never going to make it. Joe Cool never going to make it back. Please. He is going to win the Super Bowl someday, Joe Burrow. He will. It's just a little struggle, adversity phase, the injury and what have you. There's a little bit. That's what makes it a story. It's not just, oh, we lose, we get back. There's a little bit of adversity to overcome. Same thing with Lamar Jackson losing the playoffs, all these ones and dones. The story's been written. It's just one chapter of the journey to the championship for Joe Flacco. And so ultimately, what it comes down, Cardinals have zero chance of beating the Eagles. Get it in your head. It is not happening. The Cowboys going to win on the road. Mike McCarthy won 3 straight road playoff games to make it to Dallas, to make it to Arlington. The first playoff game for the Cowboys is going to be at Georgia, also the site of Jimmy Johnson's last game with the Cowboys. This is why I like the Falcons. Even if there's Russell Wilson rumors with the Falcons, even if they win and they get their ass kicked in the wild card round, I still think they should make a quarterback change, because they're kind of led by their running game and their defense. So even if the Falcons win the division, they probably still need a quarterback. So I still think they should be in the running for Russell Wilson, even if they lose in the wild card round by 13, 18, 20 points. But 49ers should not lose, but who knows? I remember a very rainy, murky game where the Niners won 9-7 against Washington or something like that. Very wet. What a disastrous turf. I think it was like 3 years ago or something. It was still Jimmy Garoppolo and Kyle Shanahan, the Kyle Shanahan coach at Washington, what have you. Well, yeah, they look good, but they're not making the playoffs. They're setting the foundation for the future. This team is not going to get trounced by Miami again. I think defense is good, but it definitely was scripted. The 2 back-to-back defensive touchdowns. Remember, this quarterback didn't complete a pass through 3 quarters, so this team needs a quarterback. But they're still good enough to beat the Colts. And maybe healthy Josh Jacobs this week's going to. And plus, the NFL has had all these teams. The NFL likes mediocre teams because it means keeping fan interest, maximizing fan interest by having as many teams remain in the playoff race. So that's why you see so many mediocre teams, because the NFL likes all the mediocre teams because it means more teams alive until the very last 2 weeks of the season. So NFL wanted mediocre teams instead of elite 6-7 seeds that pretty much already are in the playoffs. So teams are remaining in the mix, what have you. It's a big soap opera. It's a big male soap opera. The Lake Guys game is about to start. This is the end of the first quarter. College football is such a joke. All these players sitting down. No wonder why there are a lot of bad, shitty, crummy games. These guys are just sitting out, not even playing for a trophy to win a bowl. 38-13. What the hell? Gee, how is that even possible? But yeah, the Jaguars are going nowhere. To me, I want to watch Joe Flacco and the Browns defense against Baltimore. Remember, it's scripted entertainment, so we want to see the scripted entertainment. We want to see the scripted storylines. We want to see hard-hitting division rival football. Cowboys and Eagles, Browns and Ravens. A return to the Chiefs to Miami. Their first game as a road team, not as a neutral visitor. Is what we want to see. Can you imagine that? 49ers Rams even. 49ers Rams. Look at all these possible divisional matchups and the Chiefs going to Miami. This is what we all want to see. We all want to see the most possible scripted entertainment as possible. You see Joe Flacco have a welcome back as an enemy this time? They want to beat Joe Flacco's ass and send him to retirement? It's just fake wrestling to get a dude out of retirement, and he's putting up numbers like he's Joe Cool in his prime. Might as well be wrestling because it is. Well, you can't beat the Eagles at Philadelphia. Cowboys suck. You only beat the Falcons. You only beat the scrub-ass team in the division. Now the Bucs have a good wide receiver. They have a good quarterback. If they face off against the crummy Falcons, oh my Lord! You only beat a shitty Falcons team. You can't beat the Niners and the Eagles. And Cowboys, I'm ready to shock the world. Oh, Kansas City, you can't win 2 games on the road. Oh my God! This road game don't count. You're not only Atlanta. It's too easy. It's too easy. The Cowboys improved to 6-5 on the road. There's Eagles suckers out there. The script is coming. The script is coming. Eagles suck. They're trigger. They're trigger. 6-5 on the road. The Dallas Cowboys get that 3 road win at Philadelphia Eagles. That victory 6 years. That's supposed 6 years after Super Bowl 52. This is why it's number 5 against number 2. Number 5 is greater than 2. The Dallas Cowboys coming to punch El Chico in the mouth. He has to be 10-4 against the Eagles in the 104th NFL season. That Dak Prescott. He owns Eagles. He owns Eagles. Yeah, I'm scoring out bomb-ass 10. Give me Dallas Cowboys by 10 put any day of the week. This is what it comes down to. Dallas Cowboys are the greatest team this NFL season. It has been written. To go 5-5 on the road and 6-5 on the road. Full breakdown in the in the official bracket video once we get the number 7, see who the number 7s are. But then Dallas Cowboys going to kick the ass of these Philadelphia Eagles. Get that 7th road win and get your 7th draft pick. The 7 wins on the road for Dak Prescott. He ended 7-time Super Bowl champion. They'll easily win. We'll see if they struggle or not, but it should be easy win. It's at home. They're kind of bad on the road because, you can't go to Denver to win. You can't go to Boston to win. Yeah, Jaguars got spanked by the Ravens. Can you imagine what's going to happen when they have to go up against the Browns defense? They're going to look to knock this dude out of the game if he's still injured. This is going to be easy. This might as well be scripted wrestling. No one's going to look at it that way. I mean, if the Jaguars team that lost 27-3 or whatever it was, at home, mind you, the Baltimore, are they really going to go up against the Ravens? I mean, come on. What point spread is Vegas going to set for that game? I think the Browns going to beat them by double digits. Lamar's a running back. Joe Flacco's a Super Bowl winner. I like Joe Flacco. He's Italian, just like me. He's a Super Bowl winner, but Lamar Jackson is going to take one step forward to making it to the Super Bowl next season, mind you. Lamar Jackson, how is he going to beat Patrick Mahomes after he loses to Mahomes? Maybe he does become a much better passer. Maybe he actually does try to do a better job of reading offenses. But obviously this new offensive coordinator that Lamar Jackson has really elevated his game and what have you, and he respects him. So obviously they really have allowed him to be like this MVP player this year. So, but Patrick Mahomes is going to get the win against the Raven defense. The Super Bowl psyop is going to be right there till the last 4 weeks. This is how you know Las Vegas is coming for your lunch and your dinner and the whole meal prep for the next month and the next year. These guys are ruthless, these Las Vegas people. They're ruthless. They're going to exploit the public's hatred of the Cowboys. They're going to exploit their hatred of the Chiefs. They're going to exploit it all. You're going to exploit it all. And so again, feeling very good about the Manchester City 6 Premier League title with Pep Guardiola, the elites of the occultic 6. So right there, you get the Super Bowl matchup, Dallas, Kansas City. You get Dallas by itself. You get exact Dallas, Kansas City. You get Dallas by itself for the conference. You know, can't go wrong at all. Can't go wrong at all. The Cowboys going to go 3-0 on the road like Super Bowl 30. That's what it's going to come down to for the Dallas Cowboys. Go get Libertines! We'll see if this is a close game because obviously Detroit Pistons they were up by 19 and then they lost in overtime. So who cares? This league is rigged on a day-to-day basis. It has to be rigged for the Celtics to kind of not even try during the first half. They did the same crap in the conference finals last year. This has really been a fortress dating back to the second half of last year, to the playoffs, and the Lakers won their first 8 or 9 playoff games at the Crypt. And then obviously 11-3 going for 12-3 at home, that the Lakers have found that edge at home. Now the narrative's been set to where they can't win on the road. This is the greatest show ever to see. And it only gets better for the Lakers because 9 of the next 10 games are at home. So they'll get a break from all the traveling or what have you during the month of December, during the festivities of the holidays. So Lakers going to be well rested, relax. The flights to Las Vegas, obviously, the games over there instead of staying back at home, been a tough grind. So great to see Well, I don't know who the Lakers will get, but Austin Reeves ain't going. I know I like Reeves, I like Prince, but obviously it's business. And if they do make a trade and people get talking about the Lakers because they always seem to make a trade, then some guys will be on the move. I don't think the Lakers have time for development of Shiano uh, and Christie. They just got to go with their best guys. I don't think it's really time to develop players for the Lakers. This is win now. You just got to find your best lineup and roll with it. Maybe play these guys against your San Antonios and Detroits and Portlands and what have you. So there are games where they should play. That will get their confidence up. Christian Wood has got to see more of the floor for these guys. So hopefully they start playing a real lineup once February comes, whatever. They're just experimenting, whatever, for both this year and next year. I think that's the kind of game that they're playing right now as far as lineup selection goes. As far as the NFL goes, everyone loves the Lions because they have sucked so bad. But I'm telling you, Cowboys, Eagles, get your popcorn, divisional round. Cowboys, Niners for the conference title game. That's better for business. Anyway, they can't face off against the Niners till the NFC Championship game, so they cannot make face off in the divisional round. You got to have the Rams win because it is a team of Super Bowl winners and because Matt Stafford owns Detroit. Lion fans are cuckolds. They weren't even rooting for their team. They're just Rams fans for 1 year. So I think Matt Stafford's gonna beat the cuckold fan base. And plus, it's Jared Goff. It's Jared Goff. So Lions will find a way to fuck it up. I guarantee it. They'll find a way to fuck it up. I guarantee it. A fumble, a key turnover when they're in control to end the game, something like that. And Matt Stafford drives down where the Lions have the game in their hands, and then they absolutely blow it. That's probably what's going to happen. Dallas Cowboys, it'll be slow, couple drives. I think cruise control first, second, third, fourth quarters, and they face off against the Falcons at the site of Jimmy Johnson's last game as Cowboys coach, Super Bowl 28. So yeah, it's just more about rituals. It'll definitely be about the rituals if Cowboys face off against the Falcons. I think certainly anyone would bet on the Saints to win at home in Week 18 if it is a do or die game, whatever. But then I guess they'll schedule the Panthers and the Bucs at the same time as the Falcons and the Saints. So plus Cowboys beat the Lions. This team is crap. They got to get out of this tournament. They got the ass handed by the Baltimore Ravens. This team's Ravens have zero chance of winning the Super Bowl because now everyone's going to be jumping on the Ravens because of recency bias. Ravens ain't making it. Lamar not going to beat blue-eyed Patrick Mahomes this time. But I'd be curious to see who he beats next year. He'll probably beat Josh Allen. They'll probably beat the Bills. It'll probably beat Josh Allen. Josh Allen kind of plays that same Michael Vick, that hero ball style anyways. It'll probably be Buffalo or somebody like that. But yes, picture that. Super Bowl winning coaches. John Harbaugh against Andy Reid in the AFC Championship game. Get the popcorn out. Raven defense against Patrick Mahomes. Get the popcorn out. Lamar won't be out for the year unless he gets hurt against the Chiefs or something. Maybe. If he gets slaughtered by a tribe of Indians, then maybe. If he gets a bow and arrow to the ankle or something, that's okay. If that is subliminally going to happen that way, then but we'll see. But the playoff bracket video is going to make a lot of sense. The numbers will start to come once we start to see what the NFL is going to do. You'll see. You'll see. Cowboys win 6 straight. Cowboys go 5-0. Beat San Francisco. San Francisco's 50. They go 5-0. Right there. 49ers ain't got no chance. Las Vegas is gonna make record-breaking profits. People hate the Cowboys and people hate the Chiefs. This is amazing for business. This is amazing for business. Am I tired of the Chiefs? Yes, I am. Do I hate the Cowboys? Hell yeah. But Cowboys and Chiefs, which team you hate more? Oh, get your popcorn out. Who do you hate more, the Cowboys or the Chiefs? Las Vegas says, which team are you chasing your losses on, the Queens or the Cowboys? Which team? 40 wider. It's better for business if the 40 wider fans and their hatred of the Cowboys start going for the Chiefs. And everyone hates the Cowboys, so they go in for Kansas City. So and people in Nevada hate the Chiefs, so they go in for the Cowboys. They hate the Chiefs. Yeah. You even level out. But most people hate the Cowboys. Most people. Who do you hate more than Super Bowl? Everybody in Las Vegas is celebrating hosting the Super Bowl. Kansas City Chiefs gonna no! Las Vegas! Get out and celebrate! Let's go! Into the happy hour, into the next morning! The Chiefs lost at Vegas. Fire Nation! Dallas goes 5-0. Yes, they go 5-0. The next winning streak, 5 for 5. It is 49ers, that is 55. It's San Francisco, that's 50. It's Chiefs, that's come out here 50. Remember, because they won the Super Bowl 50 years after their last championship in Super Bowl 4 to defeat San Francisco because San Francisco's 50. And pretty much everybody had Jimmy Garoppolo beating Patrick Mahomes in the Super Bowl, but not me. I think most people had the Eagles last year, if my memory serves me correct. But I did not fade Patrick Mahomes in both of his Super Bowls before the first kick of the Super Bowl. Before the opening kickoff of the Super Bowl. We did not fade Kansas City. Stadium, the 61, he won at Miami, the San Francisco. But it's Jimmy Garoppolo. But for me, Cowboys get their 16th straight win at home. They win 16 games for the season. How about that? Jim Plunkett's number 16. Cowboys win 16 games. He was the last Super Bowl winning quarterback of the Super Bowls. He's number 16. The Cowboys end the year with 16 wins. I think Lenny Dawson was number 16 too. It's all about the ritual. We'll break down the ritual right there. I think this playoff bracket video should be about 40 minutes or so. It's going to break down all the rituals. And then there'll be 6 separate game videos for the wild card week, obviously. We're ready to kill it this January, baby. We're ready to kill it every single week. NFL's a soap opera. People are going to lose their shit when the Cowboys and the Chiefs win. People are going to lose their shit. I think it's very entertaining to read these fan responses after every week, after every game. What if everyone's ready to cry? So NFL's going to do it! Drop us and freaking Taylor Swift, and it doesn't happen in the Super Bowl. My, oh my. This is a real-life male soap opera. Snick, the running back, didn't make it to the Super Bowl. And Lamar made the running back choke. He fumbled it 3 times against the Chiefs. You can just picture. Or John Harbaugh goes for some stupid 4th down, whatever. That kind of crap. He goes for some stupid 4th down, whatever. That was a blowout. Nobody wants to see that crap again, but I guess people are gullible. They don't understand why this is all happening because Las Vegas is setting them up for the year that their sports books are hosting the game. I think it's just too obvious. It's got to be the slide box in this action. We're about to come on with the championship. We're not losing by 19 to the Pistons. But Celtics are the best team as this is an off night. We are still the greatest team ever. This is the greatest team ever in the history of pro basketball. There'll be books written on this team, documentaries featuring this team, how they won the most magical Mammoth-style championship in the history of the world. No, nobody going for Goat King of Budget this year. Nobody. Goat King of Budget. Ooh. Okay, what says it's red crap. This is the same team that beat the ass of the Nuggets and the Grizzlies. They're not this bad. No way, Jose, ain't not this bad. That trip by that Hornets player, what was he doing? Goat King on the bench. What are they going to do with them? Much more consistent. Austin Reeves not showing up every game. Obviously, he has to do better. He has to do better. I mean, the Lakers should be able to win the game. They should be able to be 2-6 since I think winning the in-season tournament. They should be able to.
Split the last 2 season series. Always been close though the last couple of years. All 4 matchups in that span decided by 6 points.
As far as where Russell Wilson's going to go, I can see the New York Giants. I can see the Falcons. I can see Washington. These are a few teams out there that can continue to be washed up with Russell Wilson. Seattle will probably make the playoffs. We'll see where the draft position is after this week. Lakers will win the game. We'll be 2-6. It's the NBA Cup. Obviously, it's going to tie into the fact that Goat King LeBron James can win his 26th game in the NBA Finals. So right there, they're obviously going to be they should be 3-6. after winning the NBA Cup on Goat LeBron's birthday, the one and only scoring king. They got to get that big win against the Timberwolves coming up. Goat LeBron's birthday on the same day that Jimmy Johnson gets honored. Deep down, Goat LeBron James is still a Dallas Cowboys fan. He wants Dallas Cowboys win the Super Bowl for his birthday, and Goat LeBron James is gonna win the Super Bowl. He's gonna get his birthday wish. It all begins against the Lions for Goat LeBron James. His favorite football team's gonna win the Super Bowl. He's gonna win the NBA Finals this year. He's bluffing on he's not rooting for the Dallas Cowboys anymore. No, Goat LeBron James ain't rooting for no 40 lineup. Goat LeBron and Tom Brady. These guys are going for the team that is going to win the Super Bowl, the Dallas Cowboys over at the Silver State. Dallas Cowboys going to get their job done right there. I guarantee it. And I hope you realize exactly why the bracket's going to play out this way. Can you imagine Joe Cool coming back? I mean, there are lots of possibilities for how each individual game will play out, but as far as the outcome goes, yeah. I think the matchups in the divisional round are set.